Here's a bit of an interesting one. I don't know if there's something to it or nothing to it, but Orkun Kokcu's father, Halis Kokcu, has name-dropped Liverpool in a bit of a conversation. So he said the most important thing right now is that Orkun focuses on playing well for Benfica, but of course players and coaches do not stay in one place. The club also knows this. Why not Liverpool? Yes, it's possible. He is a player that, has a hefty price tag at Benfica. I think his buyout clause is something like £120 million. But his name keeps coming up in conversations as a midfielder being linked to Liverpool. Now, when I put this to David Lynch, I think it might have been a couple of weeks ago, he didn't think there was much to it, to be fair, and he's not a name that he's heard brought up in conversation. But other than Zubamendi, I think he's probably the most written about option as a midfielder for Arne Slot, although he did just move to Benfica fairly recently. Pasky said, I've zero faith in any transfer. We need financial backing. FSG are never willing to spend the most. Frustrating thing is we're 2 players away from a solid bench and squad. Mate, I agree with that. You know my take on the owners. I try to be fair on this as much as I can, but ultimately when it comes down to it, I think they're cheap. So I don't disagree with you, mate. We need owners that are going to step up and really try to make sure Liverpool are doing everything that we can do in the transfer market, not to continuously just second guess or monitor or look at. We need action, and we need the right players brought in, and we need the owners to be ballsy in the market. What's all this about Kokcu? I'm a Turk, so very intrigued. So he's kind of loosely been linked to Liverpool quite a bit. Even since he moved over to Benfica, but I think it's comments from his father, mate, that have kind of piqued the interest today. So there's some quotes attributed to his dad that say the most important thing right now is that Orkun focuses on playing well for Benfica, but of course players and coaches do not stay in one place. The club also knows this. Why not Liverpool? Yes, this is possible. I think he went on to speak about the fact that obviously they respect Arne Slot, and there's a good channel of communication there. So look, I don't know if there's anything to it or not, but I do know that he's a player who plays in a position we need strengthening in, and somebody who obviously has worked with Arne previously. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Craig Kokcu is 8 out of 10. I don't really think we need him. So I don't think he's likely, if I was to put it that way. When I spoke with David Lynch a few weeks ago about him, he understood the link because obviously they'd worked together, but didn't think it was a likely candidate for us. But then again, nobody really has a name yet outside of Martin Zubamendi for that role, so I'm not sure.